Hello everybody, it's Suffolk Blue, all the way from merry old England. How the devil are you? I hope you are well. Welcome back to another episode of our Minecraft Attack of the B-Team Let's Play series. We're back in the barn, and I just want to tell you and show you some of the changes and things that I've done to the barn off camera. I haven't changed anything of any great note. I've just done a bit of micro-blocking, improved things, and I've pulled through the gubbins, so you can see that we're getting some hay or straw, whatever this is, wheat even, coming through here, and you can see there's some pipe work. So I want to talk with you through that. But first of all, let's just check my settings. Thank you. I was in the server doing some practice runs for the building over there, but we'll come to that later. So here we go. I've done some micro-blocking on the outside of the barn. Really simple. I think there's so much going on really with this barn. If you look at it, it looks like it should be really simple, but its shape, the colours, the woods, there's so much going on that if you over micro-blocked this, I think you would probably end up making it look a little bit clown-like, and I think that's something you've got to be a bit careful of. So decided not to go completely overboard. What I have done is I've taken out the white. The mangrove was originally going all the way up, and I've replaced that with the redwood because I think that colour is more of a structural colour than the white. The white is more of an accent, really. We've then just done some really basic micro-blocking, and again, this is very similar to the same thing that we do over here, very similar to the thing that we do over here. It's about accenting around, making shapes that aren't identical all the time, but do have some similarities. So you can see here, this is, if you put a line through the middle of this one, you would see that they're symmetrical. The same is true here. So we're just really keeping it simple, really basic. I also popped in some micro blocks along the top there to give those vents a full frame as opposed to have them half missing every time we had a frame. So there's a one long guttering, if you like, all the way along there. And just done it around the edges. We do have some escaping chickens, which is a concern. There we go, get that sucked up by the machine. Off they go. Yeah, they are somehow managing to get out, and I'm thinking they're sort of morphing through the walls, which is rather concerning, but that's chickens for you. But yeah, so there we go. So that's the look. Let's go and take out, actually. Let's go over to our chests. Let's take out our wheat from here, and I'll show you where it works, where it comes from. Now, way back, if you remember, over the other side, over here. Let's fly over. This is huge now. Our base is massive. This building, I've got plans for you. Let's go over here. Now, do you remember this building? Yes? Hopefully you do. If you don't, go back and look through the episodes. But this building here was made as a way of being able to move produce from the farms through down into our shops, into our greengrocers, into coffee pots, etc. Well, one of them I labelled up pasture only. So let me just show you down here, just to remind you of what's down the bottom here. So these are impulse item ducts, which move things much faster than conveyor belts or ordinary item ducts. Much faster. And in here, I'm not going to be able to show you all the way down here, but if I get down on this level, this bottom one you see continues for a very long way. All the way down, in fact, to the barn. That's where this lower one comes from. So what we would be able to do, in fact, let's go and do that. Let's go and fire up the farm. We haven't harvested the farm in a very long time, so let's go and do the farming even. Harvesting, I think, is what we wanted to say. Let's go in here and find our switch. Here's our switch. Bonk. Ready for a little bit of lag as the water does its job. Oh, there's a potato already dropping down. And by pulling that lever, as you can see, we're now flooding all of our paddy fields again, all the way through, moving the produce down. Now, some of these will get stuck on the edges. There's loads of carrots all going into the system. There are hoppers at the end here, remember, which are capturing all of the produce and storing it for us. Okay. And also returning where we've got seeds or where we've got carrots and potatoes, returning those to the planting units so that they can replant each of the systems. What I always do is we'll just have a little fly around and see if anything's got caught on the edges. Sometimes they do. That looks pretty clean, this one. Oh, this one got caught, look. There we go, we'll have that one. And some seeds. Nothing on this side. Okay, that's good. Anything over here? Just some carrots by the looks of it. We'll take those as well. And I'd just like to think that this is also a very good way of irrigating all our farms, that they get flooded. It's a bit like Egypt, where the Nile used to flood the banks, and then they would plant more crops on there. This is a pretty clean side, it seems to be fine. Oh, and this potato's stuck. Or several potatoes stuck. Clear that off. Excellent. So we've now harvested the farm. Oops, what am I doing? Let's go in and find the lever. Bonk. Watch the frame rate start to return to normal. So the floods have been turned off. Up. Why can't I take off? There we go. And straight away we can see that there is, or will be, some planting going on. Still need those are normal crops. My bottom one's run out of seeds, which is unfortunate. Carrots are in, looking good. These crops are back. Very patchy with the potatoes. Let's go and have a look. I think because it's on a random type robin, some of these get more potatoes than others. Although, well, what's blocked that then? There's no reason for that not to have worked, surely. Oh, yes, there is. I haven't got any potatoes in there. Bonk. That will allow the potatoes now to flow through the system. Not that one, that's a poisonous potato. Very useful, though, for some of the witch stuff that we have to do. So, hopefully that's now filling up the system. Take a stack out, just in case. There we go. It obviously fills up the first one first, so you do have to sort of help it along to start with. But we will end up with a fully stocked area, which actually means that the potatoes after that become spare. Let's go up the ground. There we go, they're done. This grain didn't go quite as planned. Let's go and quickly fix that too. Did we run out of seeds? Did run out of seeds. Wonder why. Anything in here? We'll take out the wheat. Do you have any spare seeds? Oh, you have loads of spare seeds. Good gracious. There we go. And have some seeds. Excellent. So they're almost getting there. See, almost. Oops. Heavens, didn't want to do that. Thank you. Brilliant. So we've harvested all our crops and we're now regrowing. It will end up being completely automatic. It just takes a little while to do that. Let's go in here though. So once we've collected our crops, at the moment we're not moving them automatically into here. What we can do is we can say, well, we want to put all of our wheat needs to go through the system, like so. If we then come out and take off and fly to the east, it's going to take a little while to go through the system, and then I'll show you. So the pipes are running all the way from our shed over there. They make a turn to underneath the greengrocers, so pretty much where that greengrocers is lined up. And look, it just so happens that that dead straight line brings them out here. Okay, and if we go in here, you can see that although I've covered it up with storage crates, at the back there we do indeed have some pipes in the back. Now if we watch here just for a few seconds, not too very long, the grain is simply going through the express item ducts and will then appear, and it'll appear in the bottom half because the pipe that it receives first is the bottom half one. Although pipes do go into both, so once that one's full, the other one will also start receiving, if it ever gets full. That's the point. Bearing in mind that we're going to be feeding the grain that comes in here, we're going to be taking that out again and sending that to the breeder units, which we're then going to use to keep all our animals fully bred in the slaughter farm so that we have plenty of meat. Now I'll talk to you about the slaughter farm as well in this episode. We're not actually going to start building it today because I'm still just planning the final bits and bobs of it in Creative World so that it looks how I want. And there they come. So you see all that grain that we've just taken, and we can certainly automate that from the other side, is automatically coming through and being stored in our grain loft. And I don't have to automatically do it at the moment, but I could. Let me go and talk to you briefly then about this building and about what we're going to change. Now I was originally going to use slaughter... Oh, I'm nearly dead. Let's eat something. Just the slaughter houses, which create the pink slime and the meat that you then, liquid meat that you then put through the system. I'm not going to do that now. Well, I will do that. Let me explain how I'm going to do this. These front ones here, here, and here, cows in the middle, sheep at the end, pigs at the end, these are going to have the grinders. So they're going to be taking items off them. So pork chops, leather, wool, mutton, all of that's going to come from these front farms here, and they will have breeder units in the same way. They will also use the chronotypers in order to do that, but I'll show you more about that when we get there. This back bit, I'm going to expand this farm at the back here. So I'm going to expand this out a wee bit, and we're going to create this a farm as well. So where at the moment we have just a big freezer, we're going to have in there as well a very small slaughterhouse, which is going to do exactly the same thing on the other side, but create the pink slime, etc. So we're going to have liquid meat, pink slime, probably more liquid meat, and mob essence, because we'll get mob essence from the grinders at the front. So we are going to be storing lots of different things in this thing. It's going to have a lot of pipes. It's going to be quite a lot of quite fiddly work. Yeah. So that's coming along. I'm in the process of designing it. I just haven't as yet got a final design that I'm feeling particularly happy about. I want to talk to you just about this as well. You see down here, we've got a giant hole. And it was next door to our watermill, which is going to go in here. Well, if I go straight down this, and hopefully not drown as I come down. Let's go all the way down. And then let's get... What's hitting me? Oh. I need to put some lights in here, really, so that we can try and see what's going on. But look at this! A huge canyon. Look at it! It's massive. Let's just hide ourselves out of the way here for a second. Yeah, this canyon is excellent for mining. It's going to be awesome to have a little mine job down here. Let's kill these off. And you. No, I'm not bothered. There we go. And at the bottom here, we get a sort of free squid farm, because these squids, obviously, can't live out of water, so eventually these will die. And what that means, rather brilliantly, is that it's a great place to get, you know, raw squid and the tentacles and, you know, all the other bits and bobs without actually having to create a squid farm. They just drop. So it's like a freebie, which I quite like freebies. Oh, there's some lapis there. I didn't know that was there. Awesome. Up we go. Up. And that's right by our watermill. So that's sort of a bonus, really. We don't have to do anything for that. That's just there. Here comes the sun. You're all going to burn. So that's that over there. What else do I want to talk to you about? Oh, yes. So this is in progress. We're not ready just yet for it. As soon as we are, though, I will make a start on making this. It's a bit of an epic. It's a bit of an epic build. Chickens doing well. They are escaping, which is annoying. Cows doing even better. Sewage farm also doing well. Plenty of sewage being stored. Get off my sewage farm. How dare you. Top hat. Very nice. Let's get the brains. Oops. And off we go. More food. So, plenty of sewage going in that system at the moment, which is awesome. Thank you. We will be using proper sewage again, proper sewage ducts even all the way over there as well, within that building. So, that's all going to be good. The last thing I want to do in this episode, it's going to be a shorter episode maybe than normal, but I'm sort of in between doing different things, is to just briefly talk about this building here. Now, do you remember this building here? I don't know whether you do. If you're new to the channel, you may not. Go back through this, back through the channel playlist and have a look for this building. But this is my record of all the games for the Seattle Seahawks, who are my football team, throughout the 2014 season. Here they all are. I've kept them up to date. They're all here, every single one. The winners, the losses, they're all here. On February the 1st, so last Sunday, was the Super Bowl. I travelled to London to be with a load of Seahawks fans to watch the football. And as you can see by that scoreline, we played the New England Patriots in Super Bowl XLX even. Super Bowl 49, for those of you that don't do Roman numerals. We came a yard short of winning. That's how close we came. But we did lose. The Patriots did indeed win. So huge congratulations to the New England Patriots on being Super Bowl champions. They did play very well. In fact, we both did. So I thought I would just finish off by showing that the complete season is all here. Super Bowl XLIX champions, the New England Patriots. Well done, guys. So that's all done. There's now 7 months before football starts again. 7 months. So I'm presuming that by then this channel or this series maybe will either be over and be replaced by something else, or I will be busy elsewhere building. So it's unlikely that I mean, if I make another one, I'm probably going to do another one opposite on next door to it. That's equal and opposite, ready for the next season. If we're still doing this come August, we might be, because I also still have the plans to build my giant dome outside over under the ocean all the way over here. I still want to build my dome ready for Galacticraft, but you can see just how much work we've done in this since May. So it's fantastic, brilliant. Just a short episode. This building, that house does need to be knocked down. It will happen, I promise. Just a quick episode to give you the updates then. When we come back next time, I think we're going to probably be in a position to start on the building, not the machinery at this point, the building of our giant meat slaughter packing firm thing over here. So I think this is what we're going to get a start with next week. I'm actually away on holiday for a few days over the week, so it'll be a bit of a rush, but I'm certain we'll be able to get it done. Check out the channel for the other things that are going on. KSP has now ended, but we do have SimCity still. Whoops, shot myself straight in the other. We do have SimCity. We do have Crusader Kings 2, which is going really well. If you haven't checked that one out, go and have a look at it. It's a very different type of game, but I really do enjoy it. Also, go and check out all my friends and other subscribers and other YouTubers. Go and check out Digimaster, go and check out Jodor, go and check out Camden Boats, go and check out all the others that are on my channel. Go and have a look at the work they're doing, because they are doing some fantastic Let's Plays, and I wouldn't want you to miss out. So I hope you feel alright, I hope you're well, you take care of yourselves, and I'll see you next time. Bye bye.